There we go. All right. Put this in. What I want to do, I want to teach you the proper way to shoot it. So, nothing in there. It's unsafe now. All right. So, this is a 12-round magazine. This is a 9mm Glock.
I almost severed my toe off.
By what?
All right,
Something
so
over.
you got your magazine. You stick it in.
There's one in the chamber.
No, I undid everything to teach Rita
Okay, hell yeah.
how to shoot. So now there's nothing in the chamber right now. That's the way you want to keep it until something, you get into, a potential situation. And when you do get into that, it's unsafe. You make sure it's unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
You cock it. Why?
Because it's unsafe.
It's unsafe, all right. Cock it, immediately put it on safe again, which is right there, you see?
Yeah.
That's
red
means fire. Red means fire. It's on safe. And this is the way you want to hold the gun. You don't hold your gun, your finger on the trigger. And now you see a potential threat. You don't point. Do not point the gun at anything until you see a threat. So let's say that barrel is a threat. Now I point my. Your feet's gotta.
Yeah.
There's a little kick. So I stand like this because I'm right. I'm
right-handed too.
So you get more stability. Now that's a potential threat. So I have to write, this is escalation of force. I can aim my weapon, and now he knows that I'm being serious. So if it escalates more, now I'm putting it on fire, but my finger is still not on the trigger. The only reason why you should put your finger on the trigger is if you're gonna fire. So if you put your finger on that trigger, you better be ready to fire. All right, so now
Hold on, the dog's here. Oh, there's a kitty. I was telling them about your mom's cat coffee muffin or something. Coffee cake. Or something.
All right, you understand so far?
Yeah, but watch out for the cat right there.
I know, I see it. All right, so like I said, it could be a potential threat. Now I could raise my weapon. I scream a demand, they don't listen. Now I could turn it on fire, but my finger's still on the trigger. The only reason your finger should be go on the trigger is if you're gonna shoot. So I see
What?
that
Really?
in his right hand. I see that he has a gun. What the fuck? Hold on.
Careful.
I know. Hold on.
It needs to be off safe to rack.
Yeah, it's off safe.
It's not racking?
No, it's.
Is the one in the chamber?
No.
There should be one in the chamber. You saw one in the chamber, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, you
that's-
put it back in
that's
the magazine.
That's the step
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah, there is one in the chamber.
Oh yeah, I didn't then.
Yeah.
So all right, watch.
No,
All
you
right.
put it back in the magazine though.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
No, there's one in the chamber.
Yeah.
You see how this little tag is up?
Yeah.
That means there's one ready to fire right now. So
All
you
right,
should be able to
so-
squeeze it and shoot it.
I'm gonna take it off safety. There we go. You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. The brass burnt me a little bit. What happened to your hand?
Probably the brass.
Oh,
That's good.
got a little bite.
Yeah. That happens sometimes. All right. It's on safe.
Girl. Hey, baby. Can you go grab a couple paper towels really quick? Just like 2.
You good?
For Nick Sr. The way he was holding it, he got a little bit of a bite from the receiver.
Yeah.
So
So
he was probably holding it a little bit more up here. Just make sure that you keep it nice and low.
Yeah, because that comes right down. I had my thumb a little too high, and the brass came down and hit me. Now it's not serious. I'll hold it as soon as I'm. Now, you remember what I said?
Yeah.
Keep the weapon down at all times. All right, now.
You see how high that left thumb is? That's how the hubby went and clipped himself.
Yeah.
So put my thumb lower.
Yeah, but take it off safe before you go and shoot it, and then drop that thumb
don't
down
put your
low.
Get your finger off the trigger.
There you go. Now take it off safe. Just being. There you go.
Where'd that cartridge go?
Make sure I didn't
Shoot
hurt
it again.
myself.
You want to put it on safe?
Nick.
Thank you.
There you go.
Put on safe. Every time you shoot it, put it directly back right on safe unless you're shooting it multiple times.
You want to hand it to Junior? He
Yeah.
knows how to
Nick,
handle
be
this.
careful.
Just throw him on the ground, brother.
You got enough ammunition. I don't want to waste
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm gonna go and buy some tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna go and get like they have like $35 pump action paintball guns. I'm probably gonna grab 2 of them for Junior and Braden if you're cool with that.
Yeah, no, that's totally cool.
And then put it down.
Yep, safety, put it down. And you're ready to fucking go, man.
Get your feet stabilized.
It's addicting.
And I'm the one getting hurt. Good job. Watch that brass.
Let me see it really quick.
Put on safety,
I'm
Nick.
not sure.
Yes, Nick, that's
Exactly.
important.
Perfect. So, hey, just so you know, for future reference, whenever I shoot a long rifle or whenever I shoot a handgun, just for like quick aiming. So, let's pretend I want to aim at you, but like, you know that time it takes to look down iron sights, right?
Yeah.
I'm aiming at you right now, right? I am.
Yeah.
So whether it's a rifle or if it's a handgun, do you see how my thumb's just pointing at you automatically? Right here. Do you see how I'm pointing at my target? Every time. If I have a rifle, I'm right in here. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to close an eye. I don't have to use whatever. Especially, I'm sure you know a bit about CQB. Like, right in here. So I took it off safe just for demonstration purpose. Oh, okay, so it's back on safe. So, right here, bam, it's time to go. I'm off safe. Do you see how I'm not looking down my gun at all?
Yeah.
My thumb guided me. That was the last round. But I could move. And I'm literal, I know my body posture because this is all in line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just for future references, just as you're training, because you're going to grow up and you're going to shoot a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So just understand, like, incorporating that practice with some of those. I hate whenever I see, like, marksman guys, and they're, like, better shooters than I am, and, like, long-range stuff, and they sit there, and they stand like this, and they do all this, like, weird shit. And it's like, when it comes down to brass tacks, you know what I'm saying? Bam! And I'm on target, because this thumb, my left thumb, fucking guides me down range. Does that make sense? I'm just letting you know that.
I've heard of that before, but I've never like learned it. I got qualified with the 9mm, but I never learned that.
We'll go get my 22.
But that sounds like actually a pretty good technique there.
Yeah, because when I did it, I was too tight.
The movies,
I was standing
the
too
movies
tight.
is like fake with a 9mm. People usually you miss like most of the time.
You know how the Army usually occupies and the Marine Corps takes?
Yeah.
We use so much more CQB than the Army does.
Yeah.
Like you guys are in the shit and stuff like that, but like we go in there and do stupid stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like but like if you watch MARSOC or you watch SEALs, when they hold their guns, they hold them like this. They don't use the foregrips like this.
Yeah.
They either use angle grips and they're here, or they don't use a grip at all and they're right here and they hold it like this. And that's because it's like, okay, look, if I wanted to shoot the 3 of you, wham, wham, wham. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not spending the time to say, oh, how accurate am I be? I'm just there. Bam, 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 bam. And I'm literally just, I'm looking. You need the peripheral. You can't sit there and get tunnel vision for a second.
That makes sense cleaning rooms. Like we did a lot of that, but I had the handle. So when I went in, I was literally like this.
Were you an M16 or were you rolling M4?
Yeah. I didn't, you're right. When you go in, it's better to have it long handled you have a more of a range instead of like this.
And you just lift it up to your target.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, we used to call it the Grouchos, Mexican cowboys. When you watch like Mexican cowboys, they would sit there. They don't shoot like this or whatever. Like old police films, they adopted like the Mexican cowboy where it's in here, like it looks cartoonish. It's like, who would shoot like this?
yeah.
But it's like, no, you get yourself literally in line. Bam! So it's like if I'm looking straight at you, that's how I train. I'm literally dropping you. And so there's two spots where you immediately drop somebody. In here
The gut. Oh.
or here. But what do you think's easier to hit? I could do this, right?
Yeah.
Do I do this when I'm in combat? No.
Yeah.
So
I could imagine.
wham,
like,
wham, wham,
you're in a
wham,
fighter fight. You see the whole other side going. That'd be funny as shit. I heard I forget what movie I saw, but
Grab that
a
breakneck.
gunshot to the knee and the gut are the most painful.
Here, Junior. So I have a chemical. If I spray this down,
Really, you let me take a video of you.
none of this shit will grow back. But I haven't done this for like
No, I'm good.
probably like watch out. Just I'm sure I wouldn't hit you. But like this little guy, like I said, I have a
That's
chemical,
cool.
Oh, that's
and none of this stuff will grow back. But I didn't want to spray it until all the raining was over. So I'm just gonna go through and.
that's mad cool.
Hell
You mind
yeah.
If I see that?
Is that like a pit type of
That
thing?
looks like very therapeutic too.
It is.
I bet.
You get pissed off and you go.
I bet.
What did Dad hit his finger?
The
Hey, Vin.
the brass hit it.
When you're
Yeah.
playing around here, you don't leave the cul-de-sac, okay?
You know what the cul-de-sac is?
Can I go?
Right there.
The circle. See the circle? You don't leave out of the circle. Go that way. You don't go that way. On the street, okay?